Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to live at 11:45, and I'm a bit shadowy today, so forgive the shonky lighting. My ring light is in the other room, and once again, it's Thursday, and I am smack bang in the middle of a VIP day with a one-to-one client. And I know some of you have been asking, what's this VIP day stuff? And it's a time for me and another person, you and I, to spend some time together working on something very specific to what you want to achieve. Some of the things that I've done, how many VIP days have I done this month? I think four this month. Some of the things that people want to cover are things like how to make their packages and programs visible so that they sell, which is another thing, because once you've got the package and program or the online course or the book or whatever it is, you'll want people to know about it, you'll want people to go out and buy it, you'll want people to sell. Some of the other things that I've covered on these VIP days are helping people to structure their webinars. You know, you've got to remember that I was a learning and development manager for many years. I specialised in training, especially training of sales teams in corporate backgrounds. So I've got a lot of nuggets that I can share to help people to put their stuff out there. And then I'm trying to think of the first. Oh, the other one was about speaking. So many of the people that I work with, they are speakers. You know, they've started maybe to put themselves out there, and they really want to leverage that and get out there to bigger audiences, speak to more people and things like that. So having that time means that we can move forward together and quicker. But anyway, that's not what I've come to speak to you about today. Today, I've come to share with you a bit about visibility and how to talk about difficult subjects. So, who have we got there? We've got Alan. Hello, Alan. Alan, don't look at my lighting, it's terrible today. Look, there's three of me. There's 1, 2, and 3. Shadows everywhere. But anyway, so what is it about, you know, and why is it so important? So here's the thing. As someone who specialised specifically in visibility, that is you raising your profile, putting yourself out there and standing out, I see how people sometimes struggle with how to position their topics. How do you talk about something that's unusual? Well, over the last decade, I've helped authors, I've helped speakers, I've worked with freelancers, consultants, project managers, I've worked with coaches, of course, tons of coaches, but I've also worked with people that have done some more unusual things, angel card readers and writers, people that actually create them. I've worked with fashion designers. I've worked with people who have read like tarot cards and things like that, people who work with energy, people who do something called body work, things like Reiki, and those sorts of modalities are a lot harder to describe. Even my NLP chums out there who do any form of neuro-linguistic programming, it's something that's often misunderstood by people, something that's often there's a lot of myths around it, what people think you should do. So for example, for sometimes when I talk about neuro-linguistic programming, people think of somebody like Paul McKenna, and then they go to the stage hypnotism, and all of a sudden they think they're going to be running around clucking like a chicken or eating an onion and thinking it's an apple. And those are all myths that people believe about the work that you do. But here's what happens. Sometimes it's through frustration, sometimes it's through struggle, and sometimes it's just through worry, where we have something that we want to share with people and they can't see it. I can't show you what a coaching session looks like and say, look, here it is, look how big it is, or look how warm it is, or, you know, how it works. All I can do is describe the thing that can't be seen. And what often happens is, people have got so many great stories about what they do. The first thing they do is they become really evangelical. They're like kind of literally spewing all the stuff that they do at you. And as Alan, who's watching here, will also know, because I know Alan has got a background in sales too, 2 of these and 1 of these, if we spew everything at somebody, they have no opportunity, no chance to even listen to it, learn it, take it in, be inspired by it, or even want to educate themselves on it, because the conversation is one way. The second thing that people do is, and I've seen this across multiple industries, from financial services to travel to personal development to spiritual development, people get into their jargon. If it's not jargon, so, financial services, it's quite easy to see how jargon can be put, whether you're working in insurance or whether you're working in the mortgage industry or loans or anything else like that. In those sectors, it's quite popular that people will use jargon. Therefore, they will confuse their audience because the audience or the people that they're speaking to don't know the jargon yet. In personal development, there's a lot of sayings, a lot of memes, a lot of quotes, a lot of things that we've learned along the way. You're not broken, you don't need fixing. Things like, starting with the end in mind is something that I use a lot. But when the person or the people that we are reaching out and explaining or teaching or, inspiring or motivating, when we're speaking to them, they won't know what that is yet. So it all sounds like a load of sound bites that just doesn't make sense. Okay? So the third thing that I'm going to leave you with before I get back to the client is this. And this is what I said last night when I was speaking to this lovely group, a really great group, is look at how you can normalise your language. If you're highly spiritual, which was one of the questions that I got, you're highly spiritual, so there's a way of life that you believe in or a way of life you follow. Maybe you're a coach and mindset's your thing. And because mindset's your thing, there's a certain way to think about things. Maybe you're a big fan of The Secret, and into law of attraction. When you're speaking to people, you really need to meet them where they are. When you can meet them where they are and you can just start to have that conversation with them in normalised everyday language, you also get to hear where they're at. Are they here with it or are they up here with it, pretty close to where you are? When you can hear where they are with it, then that's when you can educate them into the thing that you teach, you share, you coach, the freelancing work, the consultancy work, the project management work. Let them know about your book or books and which one will be most relevant. But until you've done that, it's really, really difficult to see. So if you have or work in an area that people don't always understand, listen to how they describe it. There's a reason that you're getting excited. There's a reason that you're spouting this information. And it's usually because you have identified in something that they've done or said that they might need your work. What did they say? Listen to their words, use them. Now, that last tip is actually a snippet of something that I'll be sharing at the live event. And please notice the change in date. I've had to put it to the 26th of November. But if you look in the events tab up here, you'll see it. When I talk about presentations that sell, I'm not talking about how you present your products and services. I'm talking about what needs to happen before. How do you even get people to it? How do you present a product or service that's worth £1,000 or more? How do you present a product or service when you've written a book that's probably worth $12, $15, pounds, euros, and you want to invite people to take the next step, which might be your online course? Maybe you want to start speaking more about your subject matter and becoming even more of an authority in what you do. There are a whole heap of steps that happen before that. And at this event, I'm going to kind of give you the punchline. I'm going to give you the how to present it and how to sell it, but I'm also going to give you the how to get people in so that you can then keep going. And of course, it's going to have a huge dollop of visibility on there. So what I'd like you to do, whether you're watching this live or on the replay, is type in the box below. Let us all know what's the thing that you like to share with people. And when you share it in normal everyday language so that people understand. If you're not sure or you're stuck or you need help, I've just released a few £99 sessions with me, which is not something that I do all the time. And if you want to take advantage of one of those £99 sessions, you'll also get a free ticket to the 3-day event anyway. So hopefully helpful. Can't wait to see what you share underneath. I'm going to go back to my person. I've got a minute. So I'll see you tomorrow live at 11:45. Bye for now.